Welcome back. And now it is time for a practical session of week 17. And here I'm going to discuss how you will go with the practical one by one. If you have remembered, I've started the session with interface. And here I want to show you some example on interface. Try to understand. Here, if anyone asks you to create interface, then how they start your journey. So here, suppose I have created one file called this one, interface. And interface, you will start with interface keyword, and then you will write the interface name. And inside that, whatever method you will write, there either you will write public keyword or not, but your method always will be public by default. All the method will be abstract, means will be without body. Without body means after the method you have to write semicolon. So here your interface is ready. Now this interface you want to use with your class, then how will you use? You will write your class name, and then you will write implements and your method name. Implements your interface name. If you will implement any interface with your class, then it is must to override the method of that interface. Here I am going to override the method of the interface. After overriding here, yes, I have written the body of this method. Now I'm ready to access that particular method. See how you will access that method. Here I am creating object of my class. After creating object here, I am going to access the method. Then what it will do, it will print this message. If you will not override here, it will display, it will show error. It will not override. Then it is must to override this method, what are available inside your interface. See, if I'll execute this program, try to understand, if I'll execute this program, what type of output it will give. See, I'm going to execute the same program what I have given to you for practice part. So here I'm going to execute the same program. See what will happen. Yeah. So now if I try to compile the program, and my program name is header.java, and if I'll compile, so after compilation there are no issues. See, after compilation there are no issues. If I'll execute here my class file by bytecode, if I'll execute here, then yes, it is showing the same message what you have written, what are the body of your method. So it is showing the same message what you have written here. Now here I am going to show you some more important fact. Since this time this class is not the part of, this class is not the child of any other class. So you know by default it will be child of, by default this class will be child of object class. Now question is here, you want to check this, you want to verify this, how it will be child of object class. Then here what you can do, in current directory you can use java doc. And with the help of Java doc, if anyone asks you to create documentation for that, then you can write here hey.java. So for your Java file, it will create documentation, and if you go to your folder, so inside the folder here, documentation is ready. If you open your index part, then here you will see automatically your class hey is child of object class. So it proves, means in Java language, if you have any class, so by default that class will be child of object class, if it is not having any superclass or parent class. And here you can see one more important point, as you have seen in video, means it is going to inherit all the method of object class. What are the methods? Like a clone, equals, finalize, get class, hash code, all the method of your object class it is going to inherit. So these all are the predefined methods available in your object class. So see, in this way, yes, here you are able to use. Now some more important fact related with your interface. Here if I try to create, here you are using a reference of your class hey. In place of that, even you can use reference of your interface also. Here I am using, suppose my interface reference. In this scenario also it will work. If you will execute here, if you will compile your program, yes, there will not be any problem. It will compile. After that, when you will execute, you will get the same result what you was getting in case of the previous one. So how it will be possible? How it happens? Try to understand. If any class will implement any interface, then that interface you can use as a reference. If any class is using as an interface, then that interface reference you can use to create object of that class. This is one rule. And you only will be able to access the method what are available inside the interface. Only those methods you will be able to access. If I try to write here one more method, suppose like this public method, if I will write one more method here, and using that, if I try to access this method, suppose this is display text 1, and here, okay, some message I'm using. If I try to access this method also, however, this method is not the part of interface. But what I want to do with the reference of interface, I want to access this method. However, this reference is referring to object of a class only. But since interface is not having this method, and if you try to access that method here, then see it will show error. Here, if I try to do this, try to understand, if I try to access here display text 1, want to store inside the string str1. If I will do this, then here in this line it will show error. So if try to compile here, so here you will get error, means it is saying no, you cannot access this method display text 1 because this method is not the part of your interface. It is saying cannot find symbol. So question is here where it is searching for this symbol. However, this method is available inside your class. So where it is searching for this method? It is searching inside your interface because you are using here reference of interface. So it is searching that method inside interface. Via interface only it will come inside your object, class object. So if it will not be the part of interface, you cannot access using the reference of that interface. So hope you are able to understand up to this stage. Thank you. Thank you.